Hey guys, just wanted to say I'm still donating 50% of the profits of my channel to the United Cajun Navy. They do such amazing work, and it is such an honor to support them. It's all made possible by you, my viewers. We have an amazing story here for you today, and if you like it, please be sure to give it a thumbs up, comment your thoughts down below, and subscribe for more. I'm really hoping to get to 10K subscribers by the end of the year. Now on to the story.
Am I the a-hole for cutting off my sister and telling her she's no longer welcome in my house after threatening to sue me? So I, 26F, have a sister, 31F. Let's call her Jane. Jane is not my bio-sister, but we grew up in the same household. For as long as I can remember, Jane has had this victim mentality. Mom died when she was young. Dad was never in the picture, but my mom, her aunt/godmother, took her in. She lived with us for 13 years before she got married and moved to Idaho with her husband. We never had the best relationship growing up, but I assumed it was just sibling rivalry, and we would grow out of it like me and my baby sister, 25F. My mom passed away in 2020, and Jane thought it was only right that she inherit my mom's engagement ring, even after declaring at the funeral that my mom was not her mom, just a woman who helped raise her. I then moved back into my parents' home because I felt bad for my dad and didn't want him to be alone. After converting the top floor of our 3-story home into a mini apartment for myself, Jane raised concerns that there would be no space for her to come home to during Christmases. But we made do. My dad recently paid off the home and signed the deed over to me under the condition that he live there rent-free until he dies, since I had been helping him pay the mortgage and would continue to pay the taxes on the home. I dismantled the apartment on the 3rd floor, making it once again a 5-bedroom home. However, 2 of the bedrooms my sisters used to occupy are now a walk-in closet and a room for my dogs. I added a pool, a new bathroom, renovated the kitchen, and turned the basement into a bar lounge area. Once this was completed, Jane asked me how we would split the sale of the home. I was confused as to what she meant. I was not selling my home. She stated that since my dad paid it off, that when he died, that house would go to all of us, and we should just get ahead and sell the property now. I told her I was not selling and that my dad signed it over to me. She then said she would call someone to appraise the home, and I would then have to buy her and my little sister out. When I told her again that I owned the home, I was not selling, and she wasn't getting any money, she threatened to sue me. I told her to leave. A few weeks later, she called my dad to ask what the plans were for Christmas and if I was going to be staying in a hotel, since I could not be cordial. My dad told her I would not be staying in a hotel, but she was still welcome to come and stay with us. I politely informed him that she nor her family were welcome to stay, and if he needed to stay with her over the holidays, he could also stay in a hotel. Now she's called my whole family and gone on a campaign of how evil I am for doing this over the holidays. Most of my family agrees with her, except a few who do not want to be involved, saying that she only said she'd sue me out of anger after realizing something else was taken from her. Her mom, her dad, my mom, now her childhood home, which leads me to believe that maybe they are right. Am I being too harsh on her after all her struggles in life, or is she simply just a bitch? Edit. Little sis is fine. Please stop worrying about her. She's not a problem, hence why I did not list everything she got from our mom or our dad. Update. Same post. Next day. I suggested my dad stay in a hotel with Jane because he was insistent that she spend Christmas with him. I didn't say he couldn't live with me anymore. I don't think it's unreasonable to not want to be around someone who wanted to sue and may still try. I also got the engagement ring. I thought it was crazy that someone declared that's not my mom but wanted her ring that my dad bought. Also, little sis got the wedding bands. Dad also gave Jane significant amounts of money to open her own bakery, and little sis took over his business. I got the home and the retirement, and life insurance will be split in 3 ways when, or if, he passes, because he can't die, to be honest. OOP's comments. Commenter. Presumably she already inherited from both her bio parents, so why would she expect to share from her guardians as well? Let alone while one is still alive and living in the home she wants to sell out from under him. She literally intended to kick dad out of his home so she could profit after he lost his wife. She's a ghoul. OOP. She did not inherit anything from her parents. My dad's side of the family has the money. It's my mom's side she's from. Commenter. Minor error your dad made. It was not ideal for your sister/cousin to have no idea that the childhood home was deeded to you. While this is reasonable, given the money you put into it and possibly also the time you've spent caring for your aging dad, it would be better that this arrangement was known to all the kids and openly discussed. I can see why she was blindsided. But also horrible behavior your sister/cousin made. She wanted to sell your father's home while he's living in it? That's really appalling. What was your dad supposed to do? Is he very ill and expected not to live long? That wasn't clear from the post. This would be so stressful for him. Why couldn't she let him live and die peacefully in his home? OOP, I do think that he told her. And she heard what she wanted to hear. And no, he's actually thriving. He just wanted to retire and not have to worry about bills or the house, so that's why he wanted to live there. He did say if my baby sister has a grandson for him, then he would move in with her. I think he just wanted to be stress-free. Commenter, how old is your dad? Does he have an ironclad will that neither Jane or your other sister would be able to contest? Is your name on the deed for the house? OOP, he is 60, does have a will, little sis won't do that, and yes, my name is on the deed. OOP clarifies. Okay, update/clarification. My dad is 60, he's not ill or going to die soon. God forbid. He already signed the house over to me. He just wants to live there so he doesn't have to stress about bills or anything. My sister was under the impression he paid it off and we would sell it, split it in 4, and since I wanted to live there I would be buying the house from my dad, but he just signed it over to me. Commenter, what's your younger sister think about the home being put in your name? She might have some reason to complain, but if she's okay, you're good as far as I can see. OOP, little sister does not care. She knows when my dad dies she will get something, and honestly, if I ever sold the house I would give her some cash, LOL. That's my best friend. To another commenter, my little sister is definitely okay with it. She knows what I have done for my dad since my mom passed. She didn't even want me to pay her if I was going home. Just wanted to make sure our dad was not stressed and not alone. More on the house/other siblings. My dad sees it that I put more money into that home than either of them, and if I continue the upkeep and pay the taxes on the home while he does not have to stress, it evens out and only makes sense for me to have the home. Say he lived 20 more years. I would have been paying for the upkeep and the taxes for 24 years. Why would he not leave it to me regardless? Commenter, do these idiots, other family, know she wanted you to sell the house out from under your dad? Where was he supposed to go? Did she want to push him off on an ice floe in the Arctic? OOP, I do think she told them a different story and her husband also painted me as a bad guy. OOP adds, I will keep y'all updated at what happens during Christmas. We have a family wedding at the beginning of December. I'm sure there will be an update then. Update post. 5 weeks later. The family wedding was over the weekend and everything there was great. No drama, I kept my distance from Jane. The bride was not outstaged at all. Well, not by me and the drama at least. However, Sunday after the wedding my Aunt Renee called me to ask if I would be coming to dinner to celebrate Christmas early since Jane was in town and would not be coming for the actual holiday. I politely declined, said I would send the children's gift with my dad, but there was no need to go and pretend that I was over Jane's behavior. My aunt then said, I would be upset too if you refused to give me my share, but gave little sis her share. That really shows a divide. I asked her to say that again because I think I hallucinated. Jane really has been out here saying I split the house with my little sister when I did not. I explained to my aunt what actually happened, and then my dad confirmed the information I gave. My aunt was shocked. Not only had Jane lied to her and the whole family, she also lied and said my dad never gave her anything. He gave me the house, my little sister his business, and Jane a lump sum of money to start her bakery since she had no interest in running the family business. Jane is currently staying with Aunt Renee, but Renee is now upset and feels duped into this whole mess. Renee and my dad are both upset with Jane, but still believe that I should forgive and forget and move forward. Renee is going to talk to Jane tomorrow before she leaves to go back to Idaho, but I'm not sure it will do anything. Not a great/entertaining update, but I guess I felt compelled to finish the story. At this point, though, I don't care if I'm the I was surprised by the amount of comments saying I was, but I don't need any more stress from these people. OOP's comment. Commenter, who TF said you were the Your sister is the only here. Protect your dad. OOP. I guess because I told my dad that if she wanted to stay in my home, she could get a hotel, and he could go with her. Editor's note. Before OOP clarified again in her OG post, people assumed she was kicking her dad out of the house for good. So there were initially quite a few white yay comments.
Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please be sure to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe for more stories like this, and comment your thoughts down below.